Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Red, and today we're going to be doing a tier list for the classrooms. Now, this game was very scary, and I loved it, so I decided to make a tier list. Keep in mind, the game is not done, and there are experimental monsters that I didn't include, like the Army of Dolls and the Hell Doll. I didn't include these because I never ran into them, so I don't really know what they're like. And they're not even officially in the game yet. You have to go into a custom mode. So let's start off with just the regular classrooms. It's not that scary itself. It's the fact that you go into an abandoned school when it's pitch black outside and dark, flip the lights on, you go upstairs, and all of a sudden you're in a whole different area. That would creep me the fuck out. As far as being scary, I would probably put it like, in the C, or I think that's B, one of those tiers. But we're kind of going off of how you would survive on the actual levels themselves. In the classrooms, you got to think there is a source of water, so you can drink and survive. And there was a cafeteria, so there might be food. As far as sleeping and stuff goes, I mean, you're not going to find anywhere comfortable, but you can find places to lay down, like on a desk or like these chairs here. They're kind of comfortable. I would say, as far as survivability, S tier, maybe not S. I mean, probably A. I think you could survive in there. As far as being scary, though, it's really not that scary. It's probably this tier. I mean, the only thing that makes it creepy is the fact that you teleport there and it's completely different from when you entered the school. Now, as far as entities go, you only have the doll and this guy. And as far as I could tell when I was playing, this guy only spawns in one place. If you see flickering lights, just avoid that area. Never go there. Actually, just close off that whole area of the building. Lock the door. Don't go there. And then you got the baby doll, but she doesn't do anything unless you take the key. So all you gotta do is just not touch the key and she'll leave you the fuck alone. You're safe. As long as you don't do anything, you are safe. You can just drink your water, go to the cafeteria, eat some food, and leave these two the fuck alone. Next, we have the baby doll. She doesn't do anything unless you take the key, like I said. But if you take that key, she's terrifying. As far as actually being scared and stuff, I'm probably gonna put B. But she's really not that dangerous. I'm gonna be real. All you gotta do is look at her. And you can lock her in a room and she can't open doors. So I'm just going to put you're probably going to live. I mean, if she sneaks up on you or somehow sneaks out of a room, you'll probably die. But I mean, especially if you have another person with you, oh, she ain't touching you. Just one of y'all got to look at her and she can't move. So this guy, it's like, I don't think he's that dangerous. All you got to do is look for flickering lights. He doesn't move. He just stays in one spot the whole time. You see flickering lights, you just avoid that area. If you can, lock the area down so you don't walk there. So I'm going to put that you're probably going to live with him. I don't think he's that dangerous. Is he scary? A little bit. Not bad, but I think he's all right. But I'm going to put Doll Girl above him because I think she's more scary than this guy is and more dangerous because you can forget about her, look away, and then you die. So, but anyways, after you escape the classrooms, you go to the library, and the library in itself is not that scary of a place other than the entity, but we'll get into that guy in a second. But, it's not that scary. It's just a library. You got books to read, so you might not be too bored. I don't know if there was any water in there. You could probably eat the paper and the books. I don't know if that really gives you much nutrition, but I don't know if there's any water. I'm just going to assume that there is water fountains in here like there was in their classrooms maybe, but I didn't see any. So, I mean, just judging off that, we're going to go probably safe. But the thing is, I'm going to move it up to you might survive because of the entity. You have to be quiet in the library. You cannot talk, you cannot make a noise. There's balloons everywhere that you might run into that'll pop. There's broken glass. You're probably not going to survive unless you get out of there, basically. Or if you do, you have to live your life in silence, and that's going to cause a lot of mental issues, and that's where this guy comes in. This guy, I think you're probably dead. Yes, you can be quiet and he won't mess with you, but there are balloons wandering the library that you'll probably run into. There's broken glass. You're with somebody, you guys can't communicate. Breathe too hard, he'll probably hear you. You could try reading books, but then you start reading out loud, it's gonna hear you. I don't think for your average person, you're gonna be able to survive this guy or in the library. And we don't even know if there's water in there, so you're probably gonna die in 3 days anyways. I just don't think it's a good place to get stuck in. Alright, up next we have the bathrooms. Now, if it wasn't for the entity, I think you could survive in here. My only problem is I don't know where you're going to get food. A lot of water. Granted, the water comes from a toilet, so it's probably not that good. But you got a place to, take a poop, pee, whatever you need to do. I just don't know what you're going to eat is the only thing. And I don't know if you can kill this guy. Even if you did, you couldn't cook him because there's no fire in there. I think you're better off in here than you are the library. So I'm going to put probably live. You can get out of there pretty easy if you just avoid this guy. But I don't know. you just don't have any food and you got to deal with this guy, who I think is a lot safer than this guy. I'd rather deal with this guy over him because you can still talk and make noise and stuff, and he doesn't really go towards you, or he didn't in my experience anyways, as long as you were far enough away. Anyways, these guys are called the Gangler and the Mangler. I couldn't tell any difference, so I'm going to put them both in the same tier, but they are both more dangerous than the doll girl and this guy, but I feel like less, I don't know, they're more scary than this guy, but they can't hear as well as he does, but they can see you if they see you, but they're not that fast. So I don't know. I'm actually going to put this right here, and then I'm going to move these two up to probably dead, because if they see you, you're probably going to die. But you can also make a lot more noise with these guys compared to the big ear dude. What's his name? Screecho the Clown? Yeah. I would rather run into these guys than Screecho the Clown. Even though these guys scare me more, I feel like you just got more chance to survive. Next up, we have the dark rooms. And I'm going to be honest with you. You're not surviving this room. You're cooked. If you have a flashlight, you might not even have a flashlight. But if you do, those batteries are going to run out. There is water, but you have to travel through the dark where freaking smiley dudes are. And if you don't have a flashlight, you're not getting water. There might be a cafeteria. I never found one, but there could be with food in it. But are you going to be able to get there? Do you have a flashlight? Do you have unlimited batteries? No, you don't. That's the answer. You don't. You're cooked. You're not surviving the dark rooms. I don't care who you are. Now, you can get out of there if you go turn the power off and then you go down the slide into the pool room. You can do that. But as far as just staying in that room, you're not living for long. Which brings us into the smiley, scary, S tier, survivability. I think you're dead. I think you are dead. One, if you don't have a flashlight, because not everybody brings a flashlight with them everywhere, you're dead. It's simple as that. You're not surviving. But if you do have a flashlight, you're going to go through batteries unbelievably fast and you're going to die. So don't chill in the dark rooms. Just leave it when you can. You're not surviving in there. Next, we have the pool room. You have a good source of water, and if you don't try to escape, these entities don't even spawn in. So it's safe. Probably safer than classroom. You don't really have food, but you have a microwave. I mean, there are dead people in there if you wanted to resort to cannibalism. I'm not saying you should do that, but it's like your only option here, you know? As far as escaping, it's a pain in the ass. You gotta have a key card. You gotta have the mask. Oh, okay, you don't even, if you're not recording, you don't need the mask. You just need a key card to open the gate and then you can escape. But it's not that easy because you got like 4 entities chasing you. Next, we got little buddy here, Shark Boy. I don't know his name. He's a hoe. I don't like him. He doesn't do anything, but if he sees you, you're cooked. But he's not going to do anything by himself. So he's going to be a safe. But if he sees you, you're probably cooked because Snake Girl and Red, what's it called? Mangler is going to chase you. It's just not going to be a good time. We're getting gangbanged. And then next, we have the Snake Girl and you're cooked. Yeah, I hate this girl. She can hear you. She can see you. She's creepy. She's faster than you. Oh my god. Dude, she is the most scary thing I think I've ever seen. I'll throw in a clip of her killing me. And then I'll throw in a clip of her looking at me all creepy and moving her head. I wonder if they can hear us. That. What the hell no. Yeah, I don't like this girl. She can suck a dick. You're not surviving. But as long as you don't try to get the key card, you will survive the pool room. So really, it's not that bad of a place. Probably the safest place in the whole tier list. But yeah. Anyways, guys, if you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.